Hey guys, Kurt here, and today I'll be discussing my thoughts about the new adventure zone they announced. Well, showed a video about Craglorn. So if you want to watch that video, I'll put the link down below, but I'm not showing the footage of it in the background because it might cause me copyright issues. So yeah, you can click the link below if you want to watch it and you haven't yet. Anyway, so what they're adding, Craglorn is basically a new zone with the main story that revolves around a warrior, mage, and serpent and thief celestial that are missing from the sky. And like if you do the main story there, it will, well, show you what happened and such, like any normal zone basically. You will also have other quests to do there, obviously, like any other normal zone, like I've said countless of times now. Anyway, the main city there is Belkar. I don't know if anybody of you knows that city, I don't, but it's not like I know like really much of the lore. Haven't read all books and all that, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it will have, well, besides it being a normal zone, it will have veteran rank group dungeons for 4 men. So 4 people dungeons, like normal ones, but veteran rank level. It will also have delves, as they have mentioned, which is like, if you've noticed while playing in other zones, while questing and such, and exploring, the little like torchlight thing on your map, that's what, at least that's what I think, is a delve. And basically you always, when you explore that, usually there isn't a quest there, or you get one once you like get near it, but no quest to go there actually. You will always, almost always find a sky shard in there, and in this video they basically said a sky shard there is guaranteed. But it almost is always guaranteed in normal zones as well. So it's good to check them out. Anyway, but the difference here is that they're instant. So if you do it in a normal zone, you run into, well, sometimes loads of people. And this time around it will be instance to your group, and it will like sort of like provide boss fights. I do wonder, however, how boss fights will be like. Will they scale with the difficulty? Like if your group is 2 people, will they scale to 2 people like difficulty, or will they always be 4 people difficulty or 1 person difficulty? Because if they don't scale, it's gonna be kind of crappy, right? I mean, then if you're playing with 2 or 3 people, you're just going to breeze through them easily. I don't know, we'll have to see. Let's hope they scale, at least I definitely hope. But the main thing the zone is about is trials. Trials are like 12-man raids, so well, they call them trials, but they're raids basically. Lots of bosses, you know, to fight with different mechanics and such. The difference here is, however, is that they are timed. So when you do these dungeons, well, raids, let's call them, you have a timer, and you also have limited resurrections. So, and they said that if you die and you resurrect, you like get a penalty to your time, so your time will basically increase, if you know what I mean. Now we do wonder, of course, if they said limited resurrections, they only mean detract from time, or do they really mean limited? Like, let's say it's 12 people, so let's say at most like 20 resurrections during the whole raid, I don't know. So let's hope it is like that, because that would be pretty cool and not really seen in that many MMOs. Not sure about that, I'm not a raider, definitely not. And we'll get back to that later, by the way, because I have something to say about that. But anyway, let's see. Anyway, it's a very interesting thing, and it makes raiding, like, how should I put it, more exciting, because you really are not allowed to die at that point. And I can also imagine a lot of flaming if you like mess up the mechanics, like, and die, like by standing in the fire, let's say. I mean, man, people are going to be pissed, but that's a great thing, really. And anyway, to the final point there. If you're at the top of the leaderboards, like with your time, with your group, your group will receive extra rewards. Now, that's where I want to get back. Like, personally, I think the timing thing is pretty cool. I mean, I can see how it adds an extra challenge, and it adds this constant like feeling of competition between like PvE like players, between groups and can't find a name, guilds and such. And that's really cool, but here's the thing. If I recall correctly, they said that they wanted you to focus your PvP onto the other factions. So, not fighting with your own faction, but only focus your PvP, like, to focus it like, so it's always in Cyrodiil. So, you fight it out there with the other factions, not your own. And it would be too immersion breaking, they said, like, if you fight with your own faction instead of the others, like in your cities and such. But here's the thing. How immersion breaking is a friendly match of sparring with your friend to hone your skills, compared to having some kind of timer, a magical timer, and then what? Let's say at the end you beat the best, you get the best time, and what? Well, like Ball is like, oh, Well done, mortals. I'm impressed with your skill. Here, have some extra loot. I mean, okay, that's the worst Moloch ball ever, but I'm not one to do evil voices. But I mean, come on. Is it really more immersion breaking to have some dueling in than this kind of timer? As I've said, I really don't mind the timing thing. Quite on the contrary, I like it. It adds more competition. Even in PvP, you have this like constant will to do better. But really, I don't get it how it's less immersion breaking than dueling would be. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And Zenimax, if you're by any chance listening, please think about it, because people really want dueling. And I know this is not what the video is about, it's Craglorn. And I've discussed that quite a bit now, haven't I? And I'm really optimistic about it. It looks good. And they came out with it quite quickly. I mean, they needed PvE content some more. Like, we have Cyrodiil and it's great PvP. But I was concerned about the PvE, and I'm not max level yet at the moment, so really, it's great that they already announced their video about Craglorn, and let's hope it's in quickly, because if it is, then, well, they certainly lived up to their word, like, that they said they would be in very quickly, so yeah. Anyway, good job on that, Zenimax. No complaints there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.